Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to tie a woolly bugger. I'm going to use olive thread. I like to use a hook size of 6 to 8. And, of course, you'll need your scissors, saddle hackle, or this is grizzly, feathers. You're going to need your marabou, some marabou, any color. And you're going to need some chenille of any color, depending on the patterns you want to tie. Patterns can vary too. So I'm going to make one kind of like a minnow pattern. You just want to start your thread on the hook, wind it down to the tail, and if you want, you could put heads or anything else on it, but I'm not going to do that on this one. I'm thinking about maybe putting some lead wire on it, but that's optional. If you don't have any, whatever. So I'm going to put a little bit on here just to make a body, just to help make a little bit of a body and show you how to do it. So what you'll do, you'll put it at about a few hook eye, like 1 or 2 hook eyes lengths behind the hook eye. Then you wind it down, and you're just going to want to wind your wire around the hook. And this is my first fly tying video, so yeah. And I just like to wind it around to where you think you have enough weight on it, or the body's built up enough. So call it right about. I'm just going to use all this lead. There we go. And then I like to pinch it down. So I'll just grab my scissors or something. Just pinch it down. Like that. Then wind over. Of course. Then what you'll do, you'll take your marabou. I'm going to use a black tail. You'll pull a few of it. You'll pull a few of them out. Some fuzzy ones. You like to strip them out and stuff. There you go. Take this and tie it down. My scissors are pretty dull too, but there's it all tied down. My vise is a pretty old one. Gotta get a new one soon. Don't have the money though. So now what I'm gonna do is, there's a lot of different ways you could do this. My way, I'll just usually tie this in right now. Tie in my saddle hackle. You want one good looking feather, pull it out, and what I like to do is I like to I don't know what that's called, but pull it down, cut all the little bottom fuzzies off, and tie the base of it down at the base of the marabou. Just like that. And it's even to my wire, if you can't tell. My GoPro's one of the old ones. And what else? I've heard that you can take some like copper, wire and tie it down, and you could put it over this if you want, but usually I'll just leave it down the way it is. I'm going to go ahead and film it like that and show you how that looks, even though I don't do that much. So I'm going to take some copper wire. I probably took too much, but you know. Tie it down. Then what you'll do is you'll take your thread all the way to the front, your hook, the eye of the hook, a little bit behind. Okay, so now after you brought your thread I'm going to just keep it down here. You could put on as much chenille as you want. Let me get my chenille out. So I'm just going to use my, since I'm making a minnow pattern, I'm going to use this diamond braid in silver. And, see, there it is. And that's what it looks like. And you want to cut some off like you would with chenille. Tie it down and work it all the way up to the front. As you would if you were using chenille, but I'm just about out of chenille right now, so gotta work with what you got. Take your thread up to the front, then you're going to tie everything, then you're going to start winding down your chenille. Or diamond braid or whatever you're using. I'm using diamond braid. And just make sure you build up a good body for it. Okay, sorry about that. I smacked the camera. But then what you'll do, you'll want to tie down. My brother's over there playing Xbox. If you can't hear the remote, he's kind of loud. I don't care though. I don't know if you guys can even hear him. But then you'll tie it down, form a good little head for your fly. Now, what you'll do, of course you cut that off. Now you'll take your feather and you'll just start wanting to wind it down the hook. Just like that. And just in about evenly marked wraps to the eye. And then I'll just like to fold it all back. I tie it down. Then you cut it. Then the wire just secures it down, but the wire makes it even harder to tie too. I'm pretty sure you want to go opposite wraps with your wire, just to tighten it down really good. And you could just helicopter that off. There you go. Then you want to clean up a little bit. Build up a little bit of a nice little head there. Put a little bit of glue on it. And if you wanted, you could have whip finish, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't really have, I have a wet finisher, but I don't use it that often. I probably should use it more, but I just use super glue or fly tying glue. There's the woolly bugger.